From Mad Awesome to Batista, we are moving on here on this SmackDown episode. Like I said, Batista, Chris Jericho, both 2010 versions of the men. And I figured, fuck it. I haven't seen either of these guys' character models in the game yet. And Batista, let's see what... I was also curious to see what Batista's, entrance was, because I'm not sure if they're going to use the spotlight entrance or the machine gun Batista entrance. Either way, man, Batista, fucking one of my favorite guys. What the hell? I thought he was going for it. Oh yeah, this is the spotlight version of Batista. Oh, there we go. Yep, this is definitely the WrestleMania night. This is definitely the WrestleMania 26 version from fucking 2K14 when they did not the road to WrestleMania, 30 years of WrestleMania, because it was WrestleMania 30 at that time. So, yeah. Fucking guy's fucking amazing though. I think Batista's work is probably some of the best in my opinion. I'll say this endlessly. When Batista came back, I was 100% for Batista. I was looking forward to him. I was hoping I kind of knew, but I was hoping he was gonna win the Rumble. And when he did, I'm like, sweet, Batista won. And all the fucking people were complaining. And then Daniel Bryan got included. And I know I didn't hate Daniel Bryan. I hated the fans for how they were treating Batista. But in the end, I guess the dynamic between the fans and him definitely helped. And now the man's a fucking movie star, playing fucking in Marvel, that Stuber movie, which looks pretty funny. I might give that a try. I don't go to the movies that often anymore. Last movie I went to was fucking Dragon Ball Super Broly, and that was the first movie I've seen in years at a theater. So I usually like to wait for movies to come out like that on like DVR, like the movie channels like HBO and shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know, I haven't really seen much of Batista acting though, so I'd like to check that out. And of course, 2010 version of Chris Jericho in the game as well. My personal favorite iteration of Y2J. Nostalgic for me, because that's when I started watching wrestling. Chris Jericho was like one of the most hated men on SmackDown when he was on there, which is kind of why I kind of put this version which is kind of why I put this version of him in SmackDown, because it's nostalgic for me. I mean, shit. It's one of my, like I said, this is one of my favorite iterations of him. Calling everybody hypocrites, walking around in fucking suits, which were pretty decent. But, yeah. And what was it? Even in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, I was like, shit, this is great. And because wrestling was so new to me and that everything was so current before they started including like past iterations of superstars, it was like, man, it's like I'm actually being a dickhead like Chris Jericho is when I was first starting to play the game. Can't believe it's almost been 10 years ago now since my first WWE game. I've only missed one game out of all of them too, and that was it was WWE 12. Batista, Chris Jericho, let's get it the fuck on. Of course, we've seen Batista before. His, I guess you could say, current superstar. Yeah, his current superstar iteration is on Raw, teaming with Evolution, his tag team with Randy Orton, and of course the group with Triple H and Ric Flair included in that as well. But this version of Batista is on SmackDown because, again, nostalgia. Actually, I just realized something. I may fucking despise 2K for some of its gameplay choices, but I just realized something that I actually found impressive. If you guys go back in the video during Batista's entrance, I'm like 90% sure he didn't have his knee pads up. I might have to go back and check this. I don't think he had his knee pads up, and then now in the game, he had his knee pads up, like as this match is going. So a nice little, I guess this is something accurate to the entrance, but I guess I gotta say, nice attention to detail by 2K. I mean, they're, like I said, the gameplay, the fucking actual gameplay mechanics are, for the most part, pretty garbage. But, I gotta say, their attention to detail when it comes to fucking character models is unreal. I don't know what they do with NBA 2K, but I can only imagine what the character models look like for that as well, which I'm pretty sure are impressive. Of course, Batista, a massive human being. Again, like I mentioned, movie star. Chris Jericho, now aligned with AEW. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I was convinced for the longest time when Chris Jericho went to Japan and everyone's like, oh my god, Chris Jericho's in Japan. What is this going to mean for WWE? I'm like, I guarantee you he's not going to, you know, be a part of another company, as I get that nice little stun gun-esque move on the ropes there. I don't think he's going to be in another company in North America other than WWE. I was wrong. So congratulations to Chris Jericho. Guy's been very successful. And of course I want AEW to be successful. And if you don't want AEW to be successful, you're a fucking... I don't know. I don't even know what to say to you. Competition's good for the business, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit, nice move there. Nice bulldog move and a nice elbow drop there by Chris. Pin attempt? Not today, motherfucker. As you can see, I'm doing a lot of recording today, man. There's gonna be a lot of shit going on. I got this match, then we have AJ Styles and Randy Savage, which is probably gonna be a fucking classic, as Batista goes for his patented Batista bomb. Oof, my god, then a fucking impact on that. This is over. 1, 2. Holy shit! One of the things I hate about this game, kickouts for the sake of kickouts. You know goddamn well that fucking Chris Jericho would have died had I fucking actually done that in real life. Everything in real life to him. For all I know, he's gonna get a fucking signature and beat me. But hey, makes for an entertaining video with the rage. You guys know I'm very good at that. Oh shit, signature. Oh fuck. Irish whip. What's this? Ooh, fuck. I don't know what that's called, but that's a hell of a slam, and I like that move. So, yeah. Let's see if I get a spinebuster pin off this. 1, 2, 3. Yep. I gotta say, though, that spinebuster's weak. Like, it's weak as fuck. There was like a fucking spine buster he had in the earlier games a couple of years ago that was much better than this shit. He looked weak as fuck. Anyway, Batista is victorious, and who knows what's going to happen with him in the future. Hopefully we see him a little bit more often. We'll have to find out what's going on. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, got one more match to go as the Animal celebrates in his spotlight, which is well deserved. Guy's making millions of dollars just off Marvel alone. The World Heavyweight Champion AJ Styles is going to face a wrestling legend in a dream match with the Macho Man. I don't want to use Keith Lee's, gimmick, but right now we're all just basking in Batista's glory. And if Keith Lee ever comes to the game, I might have to put these two together in a fucking match just for the sake of me fucking saying that. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the main event. Hope you are enjoying everything so far. And yeah, main event up next.